Will Carter Hart of the Philadelphia Flyers have a breakthrough season? Captain Paul for the locker room. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get right into it. When Hart came out of junior, his last year there for the Everret Silvertips, it was phenomenal. 41 games played, a 1.60 goals against average, a 947 save percentage with 7 shutouts. Flyers fans were excited that they drafted him in the second round. He was going to be a future all-star that will carry them the distance and potentially a Stanley Cup. And it didn't take him long to make his NHL appearance. Next season, he played for Lehigh Valley for 18 games, but then he made his NHL rookie debut, and in 31 games played, he had a 2.83 goals against average and a 917 save percentage. That save percentage is the best he's had of his career thus far, but his sophomore year wasn't a slouch. In 43 games played, he had a 914 save percentage with a 2.42 goals against average with 1 shutout. But the last 3 years haven't been the greatest for him. His third year in the NHL struggled immensely at an 877 save percentage with a 3.67. The past 2 seasons has been more respectable with a 905 save percentage and a 907. But will Carter Hart be able to take that next step and be considered one of the best goaltenders in the NHL? Looking at the statistics, and if that's all you did, you would say Hart is a solid but not great goaltender. To be fair to him, so some of these Flyers teams that have been put in front of him have just not been very good. And last season, some of it was due to injury, with Couturier and Atkinson being out hurt. The Flyers lost a lot of offensive punch, and defensively, they weren't the greatest. But with additions of Mark Stahl and Sean Walker, they're looking to shore up the back end and give Hart more of a fighting chance. Do I believe he could have a breakout year? Absolutely. You still see great athleticism, quick reflexes. He's competitive, which is what you want to see from your number one. I'm not saying Hart is infallible in all of this. Not saying he hasn't had a bad game, but if you put any goaltender in the situation Hart has been thus far in his career, they would most likely have the same struggles. The Flyers need to play better in front of their goaltender. It's not all on Hart. When you watch him play, there's a lot to like, and I do believe on most teams he's a 915 plus save percentage goaltender, and he's got all the motivation in the world to have his best season. He's an RFA at the end of this year. He's making $3.9 million, so no chump change, but he wants to get that bumped up and be considered one of the best goaltenders in the NHL. But I'd like to know your thoughts down below with some of the additions that the Flyers have made, and if they can stay healthy. Do you think Carter Hart has a breakout season and one of the best of his career? I'd love to know your thoughts down below. I'm Captain Paul, and I'll see you in the next one.